Welcome to One on One on God 101, the Big Brother edition. Because look, everyone, I'm sitting here with Cam, who also is known as juror number 7 from Big Brother season 26. Cam, I know you've gotten no sleep since the finale. How are you?
I am doing great, Julie. How are you doing?
Now, for full disclosure to everyone watching, we are recording this on Monday morning, hours after the finale, but we're going to post it Wednesday. So, people, it's not like he hasn't slept for days. Or maybe by Wednesday, you will still keep everything going. You're floating. All right, Cam, so much to ask you. I want to start with I believe you. You told me had you won the final HOH, you would have stuck with Chelsea. I truly believe that. Now, did Chelsea tell you, had she won final HOH, what decision she would have made between taking you or Mackenzie with her to final two?
Yeah, Chelsea told me she would kick me to the curb. That is crazy to hear. She tried to sprinkle that in the last day before Sunday. And I was like, dang, because I was gonna stay loyal. That was crazy to me, but I do understand for her game, it would have been to her benefit to not sit next to me.
Why? Explain that. Why would it have benefit her game to not sit next to you in final two?
Just because the narrative of the whole game of us working together, we've had very similar games. She's just won more competitions. So our social games are very similar. I could have used us working together and me manipulating her HOHs to my advantage. So it was smarter for her to sit next to Mackenzie because their games are a little bit different.
Do you think if it was you and Chelsea in the final two, how do you think the jury would have voted?
You know, it depends on the speech. If I come in with some flavor and I sway them, I think I could have won it. I was in an alliance with T-Core, Chemo, and Quinn. Chelsea had bad blood with Leah, sending her to the jury, and with Angela. So if I had some charisma in my speech, I think I could have won something.
Okay, I like that positivity, Cam.
Yeah.
Now, some of your former housemates felt that Chelsea had a crush on you. Did you ever feel that vibe from Chelsea in the house?
um, there was a couple of days where we always naturally flirt back and forth. We literally had a day where we came up with baby names together. So it really wasn't like that, but we flirted a couple of times. It was more so like brother sister vibes. It is absolutely, the phrase is complicated. I have no clue what we are. We just need to talk about it.
So, do I hear there's potential that you may have found yourself crushing on Chelsea at moments in the house?
You know, you know, maybe, possibly, uh, for a couple of weeks there, but then she got mad at me for like apple juice or something like that, and then I snapped right back out of it.
So, it remains to be seen where this goes.
Absolutely. It's going to take some time, and we're going to talk outside of all of this stuff and see how each other are outside of being in the Big Brother house. So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Let's talk about your personal experience in the house. I know you're just fresh out of the house, not too long. What's the best thing you're taking away from this experience?
Just the fact of how mentally tough you have to be to go through this experience and handle your emotions well. And just all the great people that I've met throughout this whole process. I think this cast is full of amazing people. So I'm just excited that I left with 15 more very good friends. That's the biggest thing that I left with.
More dogs in the crib?
Absolutely. And you know who's my top dog? You're my top dog. You
Oh,
know what I'm saying?
you, you are such a flattering young man. I'll take it though. I met one
Yeah.
of your dogs in the crib. He was in the front row next to your dad, and he said before we went on live TV, I don't have a question for Julie, but I do have a comment. Thank you for having our back and remembering the dogs in the crib.
That's why you're the top dog. Because when I was on the block and I was scared, you helped me remind to shout out all my dogs at the crib, and I needed it.
And we needed some levity because I know it. Your heart must have been pounding.
Oh my goodness. So much. I feel like I covered it well, but I was so nervous a lot.
Your dad was also in the front row of the live audience finale night. What was the conversation between you and your dad after you spent 90 days in the Big Brother house?
He just was about to cry, so I was just trying to calm him down from crying. Uh, I'm sure him figuring out that me coming on this show to retire him probably made him very proud. So I just wanted to keep him from crying in that moment because I wasn't trying to get too emotional. I know I had to take pictures and all that stuff. I can't wait to talk to him again and just fully decompress about everything. I love my dad so much, so I'm just excited to talk to him again. But when I met him that time, I just had to keep him from crying.
Oh, what do you mean you went on the show to retire him? What does that mean?
If I had won the money, it was going towards my dad's retirement. So he wouldn't have to worry about money anymore. He can just kick back, relax, and know that he raised a good son.
Well, Cam, it's early. You don't know what opportunities are going to come your way as a result of being on national television for 90 days. So maybe that retirement plan is still possible, but going to look different than you first thought. You never know. Only God knows.
Literally. And God has put me through enough twists and turns for me to know don't make plans. Just allow him to do it and just stay faithful.
Let's talk about God, because I noticed you have a beautiful big tattoo of the cross.
Mhm.
Talk to me about your faith.
My faith journey has been a lot of ups and downs. I've had a lot of adversity in my life, a lot of deaths early in my life, and that has brought me close to God. And even personal adversities through injuries and sports. He has just been my rock. Anytime that I'm feeling low, I just know to praise Him and be grateful for the things that I have. And inevitably, I've lifted back up. I was in a very dark space before coming on this show, but I was still grateful to God, and He's blessed me with this opportunity. So uh, I just truly I put it on my body because I believe it so much. Just be grateful in every moment because literally life every day is special. So that's basically been my journey with God is just staying faithful and staying grateful.
You're speaking the words of a true believer, which count it all joy, no matter what.
Absolutely.
Um, you're 25, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You are a physical therapist, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're 90 days, at after 90 days, you're out of the house. What is next for you? Do you go back to being a physical therapist? What's next for Cam?
I absolutely have no clue. And this is the time where I just gotta stay faithful and pray and hope that God shows me the answer. But right now I'm taking it one day at a time, literally 1 hour at a time, because everything is moving so fast in our whirlwind right now. I'm gonna get home and decompress and see what doors open for me. But I know one thing, I'm just blessed to be here.
And where is home for you, Cam?
Oh, it's in Maryland. It's at the crib, the MV.
Any last final thoughts you want to tell people about you or your time there or anything you want to promote? Anything. This is your time to say anything you want.
First and foremost, anybody going through a dark time, it always gets better. Stay faithful to God and be grateful. And sometimes being a blessing to others turns around to be a blessing for you. So always keep that in mind. And first and finally, not first, but finally, shout out to all my dogs at the crib. You already knew where this was going.
Oh, thank you so much for saying that. I was praying for, I was like, it's got to be dad if he doesn't have anything else to say. But you said something so beautiful and profound. And I pray all ears hearing that, they have God's wisdom to apply it to their own lives. I wish
Absolutely.
you Godspeed and may God always bless you. I look forward to seeing what he has planned for you in your future, Cam.
Thank you so much, Julie.
Thank you.